Madhyoli Charanam, Jayanandalala. Today is a very special topic. We're going to have a Navaratri special and talk about the 9 forms of the Devi today. We're going to go over all the 9 names and understand the meaning behind every name. Now, when we say Navaratri, there are 2 Navaratris in a year. One is the Chaitra Navaratri that happens during March and April, mostly very popular in the north. And then Sharada Navaratri that happens during September and October. 9 nights is what it means. Navaratri means 9 nights. And honoring, showering our gratitude. We offer food, grains, Nevedyam. We pamper her all of those 9 days, 9 nights. So that is the way we show our gratitude. And why? Why do we show our gratitude? We'll understand that slowly, because it's not 1 or 2, so many millions things put together why we show our gratitude to the mother. Now, Devi is the omnipresent cosmic energy, and the whole creation is permeated by this energy. That's the Devi, in short. Now, the prosperity that we enjoy, the luxuries that we enjoy in our daily lives are all a manifestation of the Devi. So whatever you're enjoying every day, the little pleasures, the desires that are fulfilled, everything is a manifestation of the Devi. So that starts off with our showing our gratitude, right? You have a small reason. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. Now, these 9 nights, right? We dedicate to her. We don't think about anything else. We are only full of her inside. That's the intention. Our minds should be pure. Her thoughts. That's why we always, we listen to Lalita Sahasranamam or the Stotrangal, lot of them, Saundarya Lahari, name it, right? So many stotrams, Devi stotrams are there. You just put it and listen to it. And that is how you keep your mind fully engrossed in this beautiful manifestation. All the thoughts are her, dedicated to her. It's a celebration of the goddess. Now, why are we celebrating her? Because she slayed the evil. She slayed Mahishasura. And she won the war for our welfare so that we can live peacefully. Now, this is the 10th day we call as Vijayadashami. We celebrate on that day. The 10th day is Vijayadashami, right? Vijaya is what? Is victory. So, the 9 forms of Devi that we're going to talk about, we'll start off with the first form, Shailaputri. Now, what is Shailaputri? Shail means mountain, Putri means daughter. So, she is Parvati, right? Parvati is the daughter of Himalayan, the king, Himavat. So, the Raja of the Himalayas, Himavat. So, she got that name, Shailaputri. Now, Shaila also means rising to great heights. Now, why? Why is that name given to her? Because she went to extraordinary heights to acquire, to get to Lord Shiva. It's not easy to please Lord Shiva. So she went to great heights. As a child, she already knew that Lord Shiva, she's going to marry Lord Shiva. And for that, her focus, her bhakti, everything was focused on Lord Shiva. That is admirable, you know. It's impractical. We cannot even think of whatever the Devi has done, the penance she has done to acquire, to get to Lord Shiva. Now, that is why she's the goddess, right? That is what differentiates us from her. Now, that is why the first day, it starts off with that penance, right? And we're thinking about the goddess from when she was born and what she did. And that's why the first day starts with Shailaputri. Now, she's depicted having two hands, carrying a trishulam in the right hand and the lotus flower in her left hand, sitting on the bull Nandi. This is how she's depicted as Shailaputri. Now, usually the first day we all keep kalasam, right? And the usual, schedule or the way to keep kalasam is on the Amavasya day, the previous day. To Navaratri, before Navaratri begins, it's now Amavasya, and that is when kalasam is kept. And you invite the Devi. And when you keep kalasam, that means she's come. She has entered the house. So you don't move the kalasam for those 9 days. So this is the first day. I'm talking about the first day. So I'm talking about the kalasam. So you usually invite the Devi the previous day and she comes. And the first day is Shailaputri. So you think about her the first day, Shailaputri, the daughter of the Himalayan king. And there is a Shailaputri temple in Varanasi. It's a beautiful temple. They open at 5 a.m. and they have a beautiful aarti. I mean, anywhere in that area, aarti is a big thing, right? They do it so beautifully. Around Varanasi, right? Around that river. It's so nice. I mean, I definitely want to visit that place one day. Let's see when she calls me there. You need their invitation. You can't just, you can't just leave. So the 9 days over there are celebrated with so much of grandness, and devotees flock there during Navaratri, and all of their wishes are granted, they say. And obviously, because if she has called them there, if you're invited there, you're probably a VIP, right? So not everybody get to go there so easily. So yeah, your wishes will be fulfilled. Now, second day, we dedicate to brahmacharini. Who is brahmacharini? This form of the Devi is also, of course, we're all talking about the forms of Parvati. So she took severe penance. Now, this is when she's getting into that mode of, I want to get Lord Shiva. I want to marry him. I want to please him. So to achieve Lord Shiva as her consort, now she's ready to do any penance. Now Brahma. So brahmacharini. Brahma means divine consciousness and achar means behavior. So it's all about looking inside ourselves. Cleansing happens inside, and thoughts. Everything is cleansed. This is all about the inside. So now she ate only fruits and flowers for 1,000 years. Can you even imagine that? Can you even imagine that? As brahmacharini, she did this. I told you, right? You can never even think about it. Unimaginable. Now, for 1,000 years, she ate only fruits and flowers, followed by another 1,000 years eating only fallen leaves. And then again, the next 1,000 years, she did tapas in the forest under the open sky. My God. Now that's why she got the name Brahmacharini. Now she holds a rosary beads in her right hand and kamandalu in her left hand. She's prayed because you pray to her on the second day because you're starting your fasting. A lot of them want to fast. A lot of people who like to fast, during Navaratri. A lot of women fast. And they need her blessings. She is, obviously, there is no way you can even get to her, but you can seek her blessings, right? And start your fast. So that you're fasting, whatever you're doing that day, like a lot of women take only fruits and liquids, and a lot of women don't take anything. I know a lot of people don't take anything for the whole day and they break their fast in the evening. Various kind of fast. No fast is wrong. And also, if you're not fasting, that is also okay. There's no hard and fast rule that you have to fast. It's all about cleansing. Why are we fasting? So that when we stop eating, the desires, we're trying to contain it, right? We're trying to resist from all these desires, that unwanted, oh, I want to eat that, I want to eat this, all those desires, we're trying to curtail it. That's why we fast. And it's not for the Devi. A lot of times people say, I'm fasting for the Devi. Devi does not need you to fast. By you fasting, she's not going to gain anything. So fast for yourself if you want, right? When you fast for yourself. That way you cleanse your inside. You cleanse your mind. Everything is cleansed when you fast. It's all about the system getting, all the toxins are removed. And Navaratri is the time all the toxins are removed. That's why we celebrate Vijayadashami. Vijayadashami is when you celebrate when the toxins are all gone. So when you observe strict rules and these kind of fasting, you take brahmacharini's blessing. That is where she comes in the picture. Now she's depicted wearing a white sari. Her face is very calm. And she's, like I said, in the right hand, she has a rosary beads and kamandalu in her left hand. And she's draped in a white sari. And there is a brahmacharini temple located at Durga Ghat in Varanasi on the banks of the river Ganga. And she's called Uma. That's the name of this avataram. Now, the third day, we pray to chandraganta. That's the third form, the third day, the form of Devi. Devi Chandraganta is a form she acquired when she married, the day of her wedding with Lord Shiva. She got that name, Chandraganta. Now, why that name? Chandra is obviously the moon, right? So the day she got married to Lord Shiva, the moon became hers also. So I remember a small speech by Kanchi Periyava, when he was talking about Kamachi. Kamachi, where's the moon, right? It's so beautiful with that moon, my amma. So that when he was talking about Kamachi, he said, அவரையும் பிடிச்சுட்டா அவரோட சந்திரனையும் எடுத்துட்டா. That's what she said. And that was really funny. So the meaning is, she got him and she got his moon also. So the way he said it was really cute and funny. So yeah, that's exactly where this name comes in, right? So, and the deeper meaning, when you go into the deeper meaning, the moon represents our mind. The mind is always restless, right? So when you say that she has acquired the moon, it means she's controlling the mind. She's the biggest controller of our mind. So I always said this when we were talking about Akhilandeshwari. I remember when I talked about Akhilandeshwari, I said a crocodile is like our mind, right? When I was talking about the avatar, the Vahanam of Akhilandeshwari. Same way, the moon is also like our mind, and she controls it. She has it. She wears it. So we, as mere human beings, we just have to give her that control. We have to say, okay, you keep my mind. I don't want it. I don't want to control it. I don't want to be the one, I don't want to be the driver. So you give her the mind. She's the best, right? She wears it so beautifully. The moon, she wears it so beautifully. Now the ganta. Ganta is money, bell. Now it's like she's like the person with the ruler. And she rings that bell, right? It's so loud. It's so loud. So this moon that she wears is shaped like a bell. So she's like a person who, puts us on track. She keeps us on track. And she brings us to the state of calmness. Especially when a small example, analogy, if I have to give you, when you walk into the temple, your mind is always wandering, right? Who's wearing what sari? Who's here? Who's not here? You're like looking at all these people here and there, right? And suddenly someone rings the bell. Tang! It's a very loud noise, right? In the temple, especially the bell is like, that's in the mind. I don't know, whatever you were thinking, just, it's gone. Have you experienced that? It's gone. It kind of erases, and then you're like, you don't even want to go back to what you were thinking because it's obviously not even important. And then you focus on the Lord in the Sannidhi. I'm sure everyone has experienced this. That is what Ambal is. That is exactly what Ambal does. That bell is like, hey, focus on me. That kind of thing, She's the one helps you concentrate, stops all the negative thoughts. And due to her, you focus, and your bhakti towards her also is, retained. Now, that's how, this is the day she acquired this name. The day she got Lord Shiva is when she acquired the Chandraganta name. Now she has 10 hands. She's depicted as this, she has 10 hands, golden body, and third eye. That also, she got. Mounted on a lion. So she's usually prayed to eradicate evil thoughts and for peace of mind. That makes sense, right? The name itself has that. Now she carries a trishulam, gada, sword, and a kamandalu in her 4 left hands. All these are in sequence in her left hand. And the 5th hand is Varada Mudra, is giving, like that. Now she carries a lotus flower, arrow, danush, that's a bow, and japa malai in her 4 hands, and the 5th is Abhaya Mudra, blessing. Now, why did she take this form on the day of her wedding? Usually you're like a bride pretty thing, Why this? She's got so many weapons, right? Why this form in her wedding? There's a story. The day of her marriage, Lord Shiva, when you read Shiva Puranam, Lord Shiva came in the most gruesome, scary form. Mappalayarappu, and he came to see her. Bharat is what it's called, right? In Hindi. When he came to see her in her family, when the bridegroom was coming, with the Bharat, he came with all these Bhutaganas. They were all looking so scary. And on top of that, Lord Shiva had the most scariest form. Most scary. He had a lot of snakes. One snake itself is scary for a normal person. He had a lot of snakes, and he just took up the most scariest form, and he walked into the palace. Now it was his leelas, obviously, and of course Parvati's mother, Mainavati. She had a shock of her life seeing her future son-in-law looking like, for her, it was like a monster almost. And all of them, her sisters and her relatives, everybody just fainted. Seeing Lord Shiva in that gruesome form, they all fainted. It was his Leela. Now, soon Parvati, what did she do? Okay. It's like these two are playing, when they're playing, the others are not having a fun time. That's the fun. So Parvati wanted to show her strength, right? Oh, you're doing that? Okay, let me show you. So that is when our Devi took up this form that I explained with all the weapons. And then Lord Shiva smiled and he came back to his original form. And then Parvati requested Lord Vishnu to go and get him dressed up. She knows who to ask. She knows who to ask for help. Who can do the best job of dressing somebody up is Lord Vishnu. Alangara Priyan. So she requested her brother, Lord Vishnu, to dress him up as a nice looking bridegroom in the wedding attire. And and then soon after, she brought all her relatives back to normal. They were all conscious back again. And the best part is she erased all that thoughts that happened. The thoughts of Lord Shiva walking in that gruesome form and scaring them. All those thoughts she erased. That is the beauty of chandraganta. I told you, right? That erase, that ganta, right? That is the key. She erased all the scary memories of that incident from their mind. So they just got up, like they woke up from their sleep and they were fine. They took it from there. So Chandraganta's temple is in Varanasi. Devotees offer coconuts and red clothes and red flowers to her. Most of these temples are in Varanasi. Not sure when she's going to send me an invitation. Now let's get to the fourth day. Fourth day is Kushmanda, Devi Kushmanda. Ku means little. Ushma means heat, energy. And that also refers to the egg, this entire universe, which arose from the cosmic egg, Hiranyagarbha. Now, that is the Devi, right? The creator of this little egg called universe. She is the Devi. Now, she produced this cosmic egg with her smile. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, the universe was then filled with light. Now, she's the source of all energy in the universe. She lives in the core of the sun. Can you even imagine that? Thus, providing all energy to all beings. And she also provides direction to the sun god. That's why when I think about it, we go into these horoscopes and we see the planet positions and stuff like that. And then you read this, you look like, I don't know, why am I even bothered about what planet is facing where and the positions are where? Because after all, she's like sitting in the core of the sun. She's everything to the planet and the positions, everything. If she can direct the sun's direction, I mean, the other planets are like the chess moving, I don't know, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So Ma Kushmanda possesses 8 arms. She has a kamandalu, a bow, arrow, lotus, and a pot of nectar, a disc, a maze, and beads in her 8 arms. Wow, she's powerful. She rides a lion and she destroys all fears, troubles, worries of her devotees. So this is the 4th day. Do you see how the Devi is evolving from the first shailaputri, brahmacharini, then chandraganta? It's like getting more powerful as the days go by, right? So Kushmanda Devi temple is in Varanasi too. And this one especially is, it's huge. And there are a lot of monkeys in this temple, a lot of monkeys. And it's called Monkey Temple because it just started, the name became like that because there's a lot of monkeys in this temple. So people started calling it Monkey Temple. And it's situated in the Durga Kund, built in the 18th century by a Bengali Maharani. It's multi-tiered shikara, and there is a water tank here. It's a pond. It's called Durga Kund, and it's on the right side of the temple. And the statue of the goddess is not human-made, they say. It appeared on its own, Swayambhu. That's something, right? The statue there of the goddess. Wow. And millions come here during the Navaratri. The temple is red in color. The whole temple is red in color, depicting, obviously, Ma Durga. Now, it's if you read about Varanasi, if you know about Varanasi, I will be taking another session about Varanasi later. Varanasi is guarded by Ma Durga. So she protects Varanasi from any evil. So that is her form, Kushmanda Devi. Now, the next 5th day is skandamata. Now, we've seen the importance given to skanda, right? We saw it in the Shodasanama Stotram for Ganesha, Skanda Purvajaya Namaha. And the 16th name, right? Where he's referred to specifically as the older brother of Skanda. Lord Ganesha is referred to. Now here, the 5th name, the 5th day of the goddess, she's called Skandamata. See, the importance of Murugan in how beautifully. So the mother of Skanda, she represents motherly affection. In this form, she has 4 arms. She holds Kartikeya in one hand. She's like having him in her lap. Lotus in the second, 2 hands. Second 2 hands, she has lotus and blesses her devotees with the other. She sits on a lotus also. So she's called Padmasana Devi. Now, we all know how Skanda was born. It was born out of the energies of Lord Shiva and Shakti. Now, Parvati Devi then comes, and with her powers, she combined all the babies as one. That's why he has 6 heads, right? Arumuga Swami. That is where he gets that name, 6-faced God. Now he defeated Tarakasura and brought back peace to all living beings. The mother of the brave son is Skandamata. Now, the temple of Skandamata is in Varanasi. Devotees offer her flowers and fruits, especially bananas. Yellow is her color. That's why they offer bananas. Now, next form is Kathyayini, 6th day. Now, Kathyayini is a very powerful form. She's the one that destroys the demonic forces in the universe. She was born from the anger of the gods. Now, she's the one that slayed Mahisasura. She's the one that is behind natural calamities and disasters. So when she gets angry, you know what happens. She is the anger that arises in creation to restore balance. Whatever calamity, it's Kathyayini. Nothing happens without a reason. Everything is explained. Everything is justified. One of the fiercest goddesses among the Navadurgas is Kathyayini, and the one that destroys evil. She has 4 hands and holds a sword in one of her hands and the lotus in the other 2 hands. With the 4th, she blesses in Abhaya Mudra. That's amazing, isn't it? Now, a sage named Kathyayana did severe penance to acquire the Devi as his daughter. This is how Kathyayini happened, okay? Now, Devi was pleased with his penance and granted him the wish that Kathyayini will be born to him. Now, this form signifies knowledge and courage. Soon she grew up, and the time came for her to kill Mahishasura. So she was born to this stage, and she grew up, and then that's when she took up that avataram for a purpose. Every avataram has a purpose, right? All the gods gave her their strongest weapons, and she mounted on the lion, and she went for the war, and she obviously slayed Mahishasura. Her favorite color is red. Mahishasura had the face of a buffalo and had acquired boons, several boons from Lord Brahma. He troubled the devas and the humans and rishis. There was so much unrest. Nobody could do any yagna peacefully. Devas couldn't do their jobs peacefully. So Devi Kathyayini came and slayed him and put an end to the whole chaos. Now she has the brilliance of innumerable suns. This is obviously is there in Lalita Sahasranamam. When you chant, it mentions this. Innumerable suns, 3 eyes, 18 arms, and flowing black hair. All the heavenly beings bow to her. The gods armed her with all the weapons like trident. She got the trident from Lord Shiva, discus, conch, dart, sword and shield, bows and arrows, thunderbolt, mace, axe, rosary beads, and a kamandalu. Yes, every 18 arms of hers, all the 18 hands of all these weapons. The Asura obviously was mesmerized by her beauty. She's beautiful. That red, clad in the red sari and her hair left out of black hair. She's beautiful. And asked her to be his queen. See, Mahishasura is something, no? He saw her and he asked her if you should be my queen. Knowing the Devi, she laughs. She laughs big time. Loudly she laughs. And she says, win me first, and then we'll talk about marriage. They fought a fierce battle. And at last, obviously, we know he slayed him, killed him. And she came to be called Mahishasura Mardini. Now, in Tamil Nadu, Devi Kanyakumari, the young goddess, is said to be another avataram of Kathyayini. And she is worshipped during Pongal and Makara Sankranti. Now, the famous temple is Kathyayini Peeth Vrindavan. It is one of the 52 Shakti Peethams, they say. And this is where her hair fell, the Sati. You know, the Shakti Peetham is the story of Sati, the previous form of Parvati. Now, this is that is the temple of Kathyayini. The whole temple is made of white marble and huge pillars, they say. And 70 acres. It's a big temple. Now, the main temple was spotted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during this Yugam only, who revealed to everyone that this is a Shakti Peetha. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the one who found this temple. So this Kathyayini comes in Bhagavatam also. And it's very clearly mentioned that the Gopikas do Vridam in Vrindavan to get reunited with Lord Krishna. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took interest in this temple. Now it makes sense, right? How it all comes as a circle. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is all for Lord Krishna and what happens in Bhagavatam, right? Seventh day. Now that is, we've done with the sixth day. The most powerful god is Kathyayini. Now let's do the seventh day. Kalaratri is the form of the goddess. Mother Nature has two extremes. One is a beautiful, serene, it's like when you go to these beautiful places like, you know, Himalayas or anywhere, you know, in our countries, we have so many places, right? Kanyakumari, all these beautiful places, hill stations, and all that serene, that beauty. That is the Devi, right? One form of the Devi. The other one is the extreme, is a terrifying and devastating. So these are the two extremes of the Devi. With nature, right? This is how Devi shows her presence. When you go and see beauty in nature, it's her. And when you see the calamities of nature, it's her. These are two extremes. Now, Devi Kalaratri is a fierce form. So she's the other devastating form. She represents the dark night and darkness. the most violent. That's what Kalaratri is. One who is the death of Kal. Kal is time. Okay, so she's the death of Kal. Kalaratri destroys ignorance and removes darkness. See, she is darkness herself, but she removes darkness. So she destroys demons, devils, asuras, and the wicked. Now, when the name itself is Kalaratri, people actually get scared. It's like we say Lord Shiva is the destroyer. We don't say what he destroys, right? We just call him the destroyer. Poor Lord. He's not that scary. Vishnu is the protector. Brahma is the creator. Lord Shiva is the destroyer. So if we actually go to Wikipedia and all and read about Lord Shiva, it's pretty scary. But our Puranas says a different story of Lord Shiva, right? But nobody goes and reads that. Here, the same thing. Kalaratri also. Please don't go and read about her on Wikipedia, okay? Kalaratri is the darkness, is night, is everything. Yes, it's dark, but she's here to give light. She's here to show us light. She's here to destroy the darkness in us. She's dark like the night. She wears a shining necklace like the lights from thunder. So even the thunder in the rainy season, you know, when it's dark outside and it's raining, it has a beauty of its own. That's what I feel. Because when I read about her, I could just picture that. There's a lot of people get scared of that, right? But there's a beauty in that too. So it's like picturing Kalaratri, right? The darkness of the Devi, and she's wearing a shining necklace like the lights from thunder. So lightning. She has 3 eyes that emanate rays like lightning. Look at that. She's clad in loose red cloth, and her upper body is wearing a tiger skin until below her waist. So she's full tiger skin. Got that after Lord Shiva, right? Her whole body adorns thorny garlands. So she's into those spiky necklaces and garlands and anklets, waistbands, wristbands, and armlets, all of them with spiky bones and stuff like that. Flames come out of her nostrils as she exhales. Can you imagine that? Her hair is long, black, loose, and she has 4 arms. The left side, she has a cleaver and an iron thorn. The right hand depicts the giving. See, in that also, she's kind, she's giving. And the protecting mudra. A gesture to her bhaktas to be fearless and that she is there. Well, nothing can be done if you're scared of her. She's there to protect you. Her vahana is the donkey. Wow. See? She emerged from goddess Durga to kill Shumba and Nishumba. So these 2 asuras, to kill them, she emerged out of goddess Durga. A lot of Devis emerged out of goddess Durga. It's just like we did Kamakshi session, right? We got to know how many Devis came out of Kamakshi. They all, she just revealed so many avatarams of her, just emerged when they were killing Bandasura, right? So when they were killing the asura. So that is amazing. So to kill Shumba and Nishumba, later Chanda and Munda, all these asuras were killed by Kalaratri. Now, she killed them and emerged into Devi Durga again. And that is why she got the name Chamundi. Because she killed Chanda and Munda. Hearing the death of them, Rakta Bija came out. That is another asura. Again, the Kali emerged out of Devi Durga. Durga was fighting Rakta Bija. You know, this asura, whatever blood falls down, another thousands of them emerge. So what did Kali do? She put her tongue out and she spread it out like a carpet. So his blood falls, it falls in her tongue. And he couldn't emerge out again. So that's how Durga slayed him. So what all the Devis have done for us, right? She drank all the blood and Durga easily slays him. There is an image of Kali standing on Lord Shiva. We've all seen it. And a lot of us confused after seeing Mother Kali standing on Lord Shiva. There are a lot of postures like that, right? Where you'll be thinking, why is the God is standing on Lord Shiva? It doesn't make sense. Well, it does. There is a story. Because after killing Rakta Bija, the Kali, that is why, you know, when the goddess takes on the most scariest form, that is like the Kali form, it's not easy for her to go back to calmness. It is not. Because once she takes up that form, it takes a lot of time and lot of efforts from other gods to cool her down. You know, so when this Kali emerged and after Durga slayed, she did not go back and to calmness. So they had to, all the gods had to seek their help. She was dancing. She kept dancing and the whole universe was shaking. They couldn't handle her strength. It's like the whole universe will fall apart if something is not done soon. So they run for help and the only person who can help is Lord Shiva. Only he can take that power. They all went and fell at his feet and they said, please stop the mother. And then he comes and then obviously he knows he can't do anything. The only thing he can do is lie down on the ground. And then in case she steps on him by mistake, then she will come to understand that she has to stop this avataram and go back to calmness, which is what was done. So he just lied down there and she was dancing and she by mistake stepped on him and then she put her tongue out saying, oh, you know, by mistake, oh my God, like that. So she put her tongue out saying, oh my God, I stamped you. You know, she felt miserable. That's when she realized that what she was doing and she stopped and she calmed down. So that the Lord had to do. That's the picture we see every time Kali standing on Lord Shiva is this, nothing else. So, and yes, we see that temple is in Varanasi too. There's a Kalaratri temple in Varanasi. And then the 8th day is Mahagauri. Now, she's beautiful. She's represented as a serene aspect of nature and personification of beauty. 4 arms, she wears white and ornaments. She rides a bull. Gauri means white and light. So she's depicted as light in color. And she's like darkness to light, that kind of thing, showing us the right path, showing us the way. She is the light, like Madhiyoli, that is our Amma, our light. Now, after her penance, she's totally illuminated with Lord Shiva's presence and blessings. And that is why she's depicted as white. So when you're enlightened, you may not be white skin, it's white inside. It's totally clean, like a full erased paper. Nothing on it. Totally white. Now that is what is depicting Mahagauri. Now all living beings feel her presence if they do the penance and if they seek the Lord's blessing. They feel her presence, Mahagauri. So she's a mother to all. Now once Surya installed a Shiva Lingam and a Devi idol at Panch Ganga Ghat and started his penance, Lord Surya. The intensity of this made the whole place warmer and warmer and warmer, and all the living beings felt the heat, and the rishis, the munis, they couldn't stand the heat. So they pleaded with Lord Shiva for help. Now Lord Shiva and Parvati knew, and they came to know of Lord Surya doing the penance, and they came to give him darshan. Now he sang their praises, and Lord Shiva said that the idol that he made will be called as Mangala Gauri. Now anybody who prays here will be blessed with all happiness and prosperity. Mangala Gauri is a temple in Panchaganga Ghat in Varanasi. It's also depicting Mahagauri, Mangala Gauri. Now, the 9th day, we're coming to the last form of the day, 9th day, siddhidatri. Siddhi is protection. And Datri is who provides. So who provides? Protection. She's the one that rules the mind of her devotees to lead a disciplined, spiritual, elevated life. Now she removes all the fears, ends all the suffering, and she has taken so many avatars and brought back peace to the universe. Now this avataram is to fulfill desires. The Siddhidatri is an avataram to fulfill desires and give true knowledge. And she's the original form of Parvati. She's draped in a red sari, sitting on a lotus, and she has 4 hands, and she's adorned in a beautiful ornament, flesh flower garland around her neck, and she's divine and beautiful. Now this is Siddhidatri. There's also a Siddhidatri temple in Varanasi. I truly enjoyed this session. I think we got to know more about the Devi in this, It's like, it's getting to know why are we praying these 9 days? Why are we kind of devoting our time for her these 9 days? I think it's all, I gave you a little small picture. Why? You all should know, right? Why are we dedicating these 9 days to the Devi? Because who started this puja? 9 days puja, who started? Excuse me. You won't believe. It's Lord Rama. Lord Rama started this because Mahishasura was killed in Satya Yuga. Lord Rama happened in Treta Yugam. Treta Yugam, Ravana got a boon from the Devi that nobody can attack him or kill him because she's his shield. If you have Devi as your shield, Come on, forget it. Even the gods cannot attack you. Right? So Lord Rama came to know that he got a boon from Devi herself, that nobody can touch you. Now Lord Rama did the special puja for the Devi. After all, Lord Rama is her brother only. So obviously she's going to come and please her brother. So he sat and prayed to the Devi. And that is this time, the Sharada Navaratri happened because of Lord Rama. Sharada Navaratri during September time is when he prayed to Goddess Durga. He awakened Goddess Durga and he seeked her blessing. And she said that I will walk away. I will stay away. I will stay away. I will not protect Ravana. He's all yours. And that is how Rama could even, Ravana is very powerful. See, this is what shows, right? If you have Devi with you, even the God cannot come to you. Forget all the evil, right? The Devi is the most powerful, and we in Nandalala are very lucky. We in Nandalala are very lucky that we have Ambal's protection with us. Ambal is our armor, our umbrella, our bodyguard, whatever you want to call it. She's there with each and every devotee in Nandalala. She's there because our Guru is Ambal Akhilandeshwari herself, right? So what else do we need? We are blessed. Jai Nandalala Madhyarichan.